was robbing, and he's just hooding, scrapes on his side, but this guy ain't no good. He walk all around the tongue, but he can't go abroad. Everybody know he's a big, big fraud. Every plane that land does give you a fright. That's why he does pray and cry every night. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. Since I was young, now I old. Never know Guyana had so much gold. Ship it out but not pay taxes. I hear we owe in the millions. He spent half on them girls, them Brazilians. But soon they are reckoning a come. I laugh them, I go laugh. I run them, I go run. Run, 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 run. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. Just do it very quick, do it very shortly. Just do it, just do it. One of them chicks say you just come real quick. They say what wrong, why you moving so frantic? He panting, he's sweating, he's trembling inside. Say I can't stay long for the ride. Why? The shorter than a GRA invoice. Smuggling, calling, let me make my choice. My choice. As Robin Hansel, watch how fast the story swell. Lamborghini price keep changing every minute. Fix it now, my friend. Make up your mind. We tired of the gimmicks. Oh, all them years you rip off the nation. Now you turn overnight big politician. I believe this song on Sinky mission. Just trying hard to dodgy extradition. We talk about change and new ambition, but we know it's just pure self-preservation. Why the paperwork tight, no more magician. Soon court gun tally for real submission. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. Do it very quick, do it very shortly. I see some of you laughing, some of you crying. Please don't think the Guyanese stupid or stalling. They're living in mansion with pool and spouse. Guyanese living like church mouse. There is something really wrong here. This ain't right, this ain't right. That's why we wanna really expedite the extradite. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. Do it very quick, do it very shortly. Expedite the extra time. Soon the FBI plane gonna land. Expedite the extra time. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra time. Yeah, yeah. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra time. Yeah, yeah. Some say as Robin was Robin, and he's just hooding, scrapes on his side, but this guy ain't no good. He walk all around the tongue, but he can't go abroad. Everybody know he's a big, big fraud. Every plane that land does give you a fright. That's why he does pray and cry every night. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite sell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Since I was young, now I old. Never know Guyana had so much gold. Ship it out but not pay taxes. I hear we owe in the millions. He spent half on them girls, them Brazilians. But soon they are reckoning a come. I laugh them, I go laugh. I run them, I go run. Run, 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 run. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Just do it very quick. Do it very shortly. Just do it. Just do it. One of them chicks say just come real quick. Aye. They say we're wrong, why you're moving so frantic. He's panting, he's sweating, he's trembling inside. He say I can't stay long for the ride. Bye. They shorter than a GRA invoice. Smuggling, calling, let me make my choice. My choice. As Robin Hansel, watch how fast this story swell. Lamborghini price keep changing every minute. Fix it now, my friend. Make up your mind. We tired of the gimmicks. Oh. All them years you rip off the nation. Now you turn overnight big politician. I believe this song on sinky mission. Just trying out your dodgy extradition. We talk about change and new ambition, but we know it's just pure self-preservation. Why the paperwork tight, no more magician. Soon court gun tally for real submission. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Do it very quick. Do it very shortly. I see some of you laughing, some of you crying. Please don't think the Guyanese stupid or stalling. They're living in mansion with pool and spouse. Guyanese living like church mouse. There is something really wrong here. This ain't right. This ain't right. That's why we wanna really expedite the extradite. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin and Sell, both of you going in a sell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Do it very quick. Do it very shortly. Expedite the extra time. Soon the FBI plane gonna land. Expedite the extra time.
Hey yo, my G, where you from?
Guyana.
Ghana?
No, Guyana. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Wagwan. Yeah. I came from a land. It have many water, many great sons and many daughters. And we have the land, you were many acts, but we never see Katrina, nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we show them pretty. The man full of faith, me nah know none was slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city. Cause this is the dear land of the free, land of the many waters, resources and trees, land of the rivers and seas. I proud, Phoebe, Guyanese, land of the Amerindians, the Africans, the East Indians, and Portuguese, not to mention the Europeans and the Chinese. Them feel blessed from Guyana beach breeze. Cause enough people do around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Alright, 1, 2, mic check. View from gravity, at the nicest. Match time, my city. At the hypest, we see them gyal wine up in a some liquor tight dress. We hustle from morning till night catch. Them finno Guyanese get a youth not like rest. House and car, them finno we like press. Check the bank line them. We not not like check. We got gold and diamond, them thing priceless. Timber, bauxite, then check the aisle next. GDF, Miami is the finest. I mean, I talk about the sugar, nor the rice yet. So I'm Marshall, I drop the Guyanese bomb. For feed the nation, that's the Guyanese plan. Big up a kilo, them with them Guyanese land. Guyana, that's where them Guyanese from. People tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still at times we a give. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughter. Is we have the land, what many ask for, we never see Katrina or those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city, girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, we don't know none was slippy. Guyana we say big up on the city. Enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Hello, Wagwan. I the nuclear family, hey master, one up fully. A one-time records, a 592, we think that. Hello, Wagwan.
Hey, yo, my G, where you from?
Guyana.
Ghana?
No, Guyana. Yeah. Hello, Wagwan. Yeah. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughter. And we have the land, yo, where many ask for, we never see Katrina, nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city, girl born in gold dust, so we show them pretty. The man full of faith, we not know none was slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city, cause this is the dear land of the free, land of the many waters, resources and trees, land of the rivers and seas. I proud, Phoebe, Guyanese, land of the Amerindians, the Africans, the East Indians, and Portuguese, not to mention the Europeans and the Chinese. Them feel blessed from Guyana this breeze. Cause enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Alright, 1, 2, mic check. You from Gravity, are the nicest. Match time, my city, are the hypest. We see them gyal wind up in a some liquor tight dress. We hustle from morning till night catch. Them finno Guyanese, get a youth not like rest. House and car, them finno we like press. Check the bank line them, we not like check. We got gold and diamond, them thing priceless. Timber, bauxite, then check the aisle next. GDF, Miami is the finest. I mean I talk about the sugar, nor the rice yet. So I'm Marshall, I drop the Guyanese bomb. For feed the nation, that's the Guyanese plan. Big up a kilo, them with them Guyanese land. Guyana, that's where them Guyanese from. People tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still at times we a give. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughter. Is we have the land, what many ask for, we never see Katrina or those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city, girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, we don't know none was slippy. Guyana we say big up on the city. Enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is
with Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, and what's hot today will keep you wide in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wide in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we've got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, your toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly. It is the 8th of February 2026. Morning to all the persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to the persons joining us across the diaspora. Special good morning to the persons joining us in the comment section. Happy to have you guys here with me for yet another episode. Please take some time to have a look at our Saturday special, where we looked a little closer at the presentations at Budget 2026. Today's the 9th, not the 8th. So the date wrong on the thing, because I'm thinking now, wait, estimates is supposed to start today. That starts on the 9th. I just said the 8th. Anyway, it's the 9th of February 2026, and budget consideration of estimates start today. So first up today, starting at 2 p.m., there will be the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance, and they have quite a long day today, right? So the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance the Office of the Prime Minister and the Attorney General's Office, those three ministries, the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance, Ministry of Legal Affairs, and the Office of the Prime Minister, those are the three ministries which will be looking or examining the consideration of the estimates will be focusing on today, right? Those three ministries. So the Prime Minister, Minister Teixeira, and the Attorney General will be front and center, along with their technical staff, administrative staff of the ministries, justifying the amounts allotted and answering any questions or queries the opposition MPs may have in relation to Budget 2026, right? That aside, over the weekend, we had the opening of the Bayrock ground, which was really well attended. And I'm excited to see what that brings, right? Now, if you remember back in the day, years ago, Kashif and Shanghai would usually have a Old Year's, New Year's football competition that would culminate on Old Year's night into New Year's morning, and it used to be held in Linden at the Mackenzie Ground. Because of the limited capacity and the limited amenities at that facility, that competition was moved out of Georgetown to the dismay of many Lindeners. Now that there is a facility there, a FIFA standard facility, um, let's see if that is revived, if something new is brought back to Linden there. I am happy that especially the athletes, the track and field athletes in Linden, they now have a surface to hone their skills um, to international standards. So we would be able to see more persons coming home with medals and putting Guyana on the map outside of all the great things we're doing so far, right? So we had the Bayrock Ground opened commissioned on Saturday. And that can only augur well for Linden. There's the Mackenzie Ground that's also under construction currently. That new bridge that is under construction as well, which will allow for easy access to and from the stadium. And the road that is heading to Lethem, already under construction. A lot of great things happening there in Region 10, I must say. Now, besides that, this morning we focusing on one thing, right? And again, we're in a situation where I honestly try to find justification for the double standards sometimes exhibited by us Guyanese, right? And I myself try my best not to be a hypocrite with certain things. I try. Sometimes I maybe, but I try my best. So take for instance, I like to ride motorcycles. So usually in the past, I would ride without a helmet, but I've noticed that the police, they got a campaign. I usually tell people to comply with the police. So these couple of days, I've been riding with my helmet, right? You can't tell people do one thing and then you're doing something different. Now, when I look at this situation that happened over the weekend, right? Now, we're on the We Invest in Nationhood Facebook page. And this was posted 18 hours ago, sometime yesterday. And it is a photo of a home purporting to be that of the Minister of Amerindian Affairs, right? To be the Minister of Amerindian Affairs. Now, when you look at this home, it got a pool, upstairs and downstairs, yes. But to me, it's not that lavish. It seems like a big home, upstairs and downstairs. And even if you compare it to the other upstairs and down two-story structures next to it, it's bigger, but not that much bigger. Two-story home, right? Now, when you compare this to the home of Azadeen Mohammed, mind you, look at the other homes in the community, right? This is not the biggest house in the area. They're all similar, of similar size, except for the bungalows. They're all of similar size. So this isn't God, I just had a picture here, that I could have used, and I decided to leave it alone. Hold on, just let me show you something quickly. I just had this photo here and I decided not to use it and continue scrolling. Just give me 1 second to see if it come back up here. And I just want y'all to compare the two. I just want y'all to compare the two. I ain't gonna scroll. I'm gonna Google. It's gonna take too long. Bear with me for a second, please. I want to make a point. You ever type in like your hair ain't good, and then when you look up, you click in the typing box. This is the exact picture I saw. Excellent. Excellente. Right? So this home here, Azadine and are purporting to be that of Minister Sarah Brown. And again, even if you look at the house here, look at this house here. Much bigger, right? Let me zoom in and show you. So this is the purported home. Look at this one here. Much bigger. This of similar size, this of similar size, this of similar size. This of similar size, and you can even see this here is a little bigger. This blue one over the road. The one directly opposite of similar size. Right? So we have this home here that, right, good. So we're making a quick comparison. Right? Okay, good. So when you compare what you're seeing on your screen here, right, to a home like this, you don't see a big difference. I'm more worried about this home. Now, if this was the house that Azudin Mohammed had said, hey, this is where the Minister of Marine Affairs live in, I would agree with you. Hey, we got to check something out. Look at this house. Right? But when you look at what was shown, little trampoline in the yard, a 2-vehicle, a little pool and thing, don't seem out ordinary to me. It don't seem out of the ordinary to me. But this is my thing, people. This is my thing. This guy. And this morning, we're not starting with party colors. We're starting with principle. Because if politics loses principle, then it loses its soul. Now, let's be clear. If a drone was flown low over private residence, or I should say over the private residence of a sitting minister, low enough that a female relative felt exposed and ran for cover, that's not politics. That is intrusion. That is intimidation. And that is a red line. We could debate policy. We could fight over the budget. We could argue about spending. We could clash over governance. But we do not target families. We do not hover over homes. We do not create fear inside private spaces. Full stop. I spoke of a red line just now. Let's break this down. This is not about social media optics. This is not about which party you support. This is about whether you're going to normalize political intimidation. If there were already reports of suspicious vehicles following the minister, and then a drone flies low over the minister's residence, that is not coincidence. That's escalation. And when escalation reaches to the level of private family exposure, we all must condemn it. Because today it's one minister. Tomorrow it could be an opposition leader or an opposition MP. Next week it could be a journalist. Once intimidation becomes normal, everyone becomes vulnerable. Now, there's a test here. There's a test here, a consistency test. Let's talk about that a little bit. When a drone was flown over Azuddin's residence, this very residence that you're seeing on your screen here, right? This very residence that you're seeing on your screen here. And there were GRA officials outside the door to collect that very Lamborghini that you're seeing there. There was outrage. There was a statement about harassment. There were claims of political targeting. There was moral indignation. Y'all remember the drone operator, how he crying, all kind of snot running out his nose, all kind of thing when Mohammed's and his crew circled his car? Do y'all forgetting the snot and the tears of the sheriff drone pilot, licensed drone pilot, authorized to operate in that area over Digar Park, which sheriff security at that time, I don't know if they still do, or had the contract to provide security, who was flying their drone at the request of his employers, and the employees sent him to fly the drone at the request of their clients. Remember the moral indignation displayed? And many Guyanese defended that outrage because privacy matters. So here is the simple test. If it was wrong then, I'm asking, is it wrong now? If it was intimidation then, I'm asking, is it intimidation now? You cannot say, leave my family alone, and then stay silent when another family is targeted. You cannot demand privacy for yourself and dismiss privacy for someone else. Selective outrage is not principle. Guyanese people see the double standards, and they see it immediately when you look at this situation. Now, what was funny is that when the minister made mention of, or mentioned the post or a screen grab the post or whatever it is, the operators of the We Invest in Nationhood came and they said something about, I think the minister said one time she saw or heard the drone, or somebody saw or heard the drone, And then the operators of the page, whoever, comes under the post and said, no, we didn't fly the drone then, we didn't fly it at this time. So the page posted focusing on time. I am saying whether it was yesterday, this morning, for minutes or hours, I want to say it clearly. The timestamp does not make the intrusion acceptable. Whether it was yesterday or this morning does not change the core fact. A drone flew low over a private home. The debate over minutes is a distraction. The real question is, why? And who benefits from creating fear around elected officials' families? Now, I want to look at the politics versus, in my view, what I would call psychological warfare. Politics is supposed to be fought in parliament, in debates, in budget breakdowns, in committee rooms, not over bathroom windows, not over rooftops, not in private yards. When the alleged female relative of the minister feels exposed and runs for cover, the argument is over. There's no political justification for that. That is not oversight. That is not accountability. Even me as a journalist, I won't use that tactic because that's not journalism. That is intimidation theater. And intimidation theater weakens democracy. Now, we're coming back to argument that does really grind my gears. The wealth morality argument. Let's address this. There has been a pattern of certain political figures questioning everybody's wealth. Fine. You want to know how to get money. Public life invites scrutiny. But scrutiny belongs to institutions, not individuals. We have GRA, we have SOCO, we have financial regulators, we have courts, the Integrity Commission. No individual politician has the authority to act as judge, jury, and executioner over somebody else's finances. If there are concerns, there are processes. But here is the contradiction. You cannot demand that others publicly prove their legitimacy. Cry prosecution when institutions examine you, and then stay silent when intimidation tactics are being used against others. That is not moral authority. That's selective morality. And selective morality collapses under pressure. How dare Azruddin Mohammed lament about anybody's finances when his finances are under question? You are trying to tell me that the PPP motivate the great United States of America to come and collect Mohammed? That's the only reason. Them people ain't got no evidence over there whatsoever. Everything is made up and made believe. How is this guy able to question other people's wealth when the persons who he's questioning are not under any sort of investigation by any international organization or investigative body? But he, who is under investigation, could cry foul about everything and everyone. And his supporters are seemingly are of the view that this man literally never do nothing. Muhammad is a saint. All Muhammad do is help people. And are y'all for real? Are y'all for real? This whole situation, this is about political culture. Guyana is transforming. Oil revenues are rising. Infrastructure is expanding. International eyes are on us. Investors are watching. Regional partners are watching. And what message are we sending? That we settle political disputes with backyard drones? That we escalate disagreements into family intimidation? That Guyana is not building a country for all? Only a few? That's not the Guyana we're building. Serious politics, Azruddin Mohammed and the WIN team focuses on legislation, economic growth, infrastructure, education, healthcare. Reckless politics focuses on personal attacks, social media drama, fear tactics, and spectacle. Guyanese got to ask themselves, and what Martin's like talking about ask themselves. Guyanese chose who they wanted to represent this country, and it wasn't the latter. Let me say this plainly. If it was wrong when it happened to Azruddin, it is wrong now. If privacy mattered then, it matters now. If intimidation was unacceptable then, it is unacceptable now. Principle doesn't change with party. Principle is either consistent or it is fake. And Guyanese people can tell the difference. Once we normalize intimidation, nobody wins. Not the PBP, not the WIN, not APNU, nobody. Because once that door opens, it doesn't close easily. Families must be off limit. Homes must be off limit. Children must be off limit. Debate fiercely, by all means. Read the hell and go, as Alan Jagdew would like you to do. Disagree passionately, challenge aggressively, but leave families out of it. Because once we lose that line, we don't just lose the argument, we lose the standard. And when a country loses its standards, it loses its stability. Right? It loses its stability. Again, I'm hoping that the 109,000 of y'all get some sense. I spoke about this on Saturday. And like I say it again, I hope the 109,000 of y'all get some sense. The man that questioning everybody else's house and the money and everything refuse to answer questions about his wealth and his money. Why? To the supporters of Azruddin Mohammed, realistically, all of this is because of the PPP. Think about it. Think about it. This is all because of the PPP. Make it make sense. Azruddin Mohammed refuses to go and clear his name. Outright refuses. If he could pay to bring lawyer from Trinidad and the three stooges that he got working for him here right now, he could afford high price lawyers in the US. You could afford the best of the best in the US. You go, you hire them, and you go there and clear your name. And then once you clear your name, you could come back and cost everybody from here to help it. Everybody. But you ain't clearing your name. And you are trying to involve persons who are not in dispute or not under the microscope. You're under the microscope. Oh, Lord. That thing in Parliament about GRA and why they dropped the case, that's the... Listen, I have not seen that type of barefacedness in a long time. A long time. Look, that was the most barefaced statement of the decade. Azruddin Mohammed asks why they dropped the case if this was tax evaded, like he didn't know. Like Azruddin Mohammed didn't know. And that's why I'm saying, when supporters, y'all, okay. Let me say, the support base, not academically inclined. We're assuming here, everybody else, they're not academically inclined. Right? But the MPs, Natasha, Tabitha, Don, they got sense. They got sense. They know better. Y'all remember, I tell y'all that the thing that made Dr. Mark de France to get kicked. The first rally they had in Parfait, the first public meeting we had. And I asked Dr. de France and the new head of win, the lawyer guy from overseas that you would see hanging around with now. Right? I said, man, y'all actually believe. Now you, Natasha Lee, I mean Natasha St. Louis. You're a good Natasha. That's a bad Natasha. I said, man, you believe that the PVP put the US up to this? Dr. de France said, no. OFAC sanctions are real. The lawyer guy who was there whilst me and Margie France were talking, he said clearly, me sticking around, I just here for the campaign and I gone. But yes, OFAC sanctions are real. They know all this with Azruddin Mohammed is true, you know. especially them 3 crossover MPs. But you see, this is in an effort to stick it to Aubrey Norton. Remember, as Minister Malik Chan said, they weren't going to get any seat in Parliament under Aubrey. Aubrey bringing in his own crew that he think loyal to he. But watch Terence, get Terence sometime. Terence can tell somebody who will drink and start for movie. I'll watch. But you understand where I'm coming from? Those 3 were not going back to Parliament. And they decided that despite all they know, all the risk that they put themselves through, all the penalties, losing the bank account, losing this, money to the town clerk there up in Region 10, right? All the stuff that they deal with, it was worth it for the power, right? For the power. Because in their mind, remember, Ansadine spending real bread, more bread than the PNC. And they felt that that money would have somehow, even if it was a minority government, to the buy power into government. Or at least not even if it's into government, it would be into a majority in the opposition or something in the opposition. And they decided here as well, me ready to done with politics yet. They did not behave like Valda Lawrence and Joe Harmon and Rysdale Ford and who else? Kev Raj and them. Move on and go and do something else and take. They refused to come out to the power circle. Mind you, none of the 3 of them were power players in any way, shape, or form. I've said this to you over and over. Don Hastings is one of the most uninspiring members of Parliament that there ever was. There's never a time that you see a presentation from Don Hastings and you're like, wow, MP, wow. No, always lackluster at best. Tabitha, I've said it before. Tabitha's only claim to fame is knocking off them public servants and having Joe Harmon hire them back. Right? Having Joe Harmon hire them back. Tabitha brings nothing to the table. She is more of a political lightweight than Don Hastings and Natasha St. Louis. And I asked Natasha St. Louis, why is the Child Care Protection Agency not checking to see the official age of that guy that she calling husband? That little child. Please, somebody, please look into that relationship. Something is wrong there. Is either that boy, you know the thing in Get Out, Natasha was he got a cup of tea and got his spoon going wrong and got hypnotized. Somebody help me. See that? No. Political lightweights. So they had no other choice. And the rest, as Minister Manik Chan said, people with grievance, it's bare grievance, they vex for something. And they get swooped into this grouping and taken along for the ride with Nasruddin Mohammed. Taken along for the ride. So now their bank account mess up. They can't do this, they can't do that. Listen, let me be honest with you. It is my opinion that every one of those MPs outside of the MP salary is Azadine mining all of them. Right? All of them probably living in Serenity Court. Nobody renting there. All that space empty. All of them there. All of them are there. And indeed, as Minister Manik Chan said, soon as the head, that snake head gets sent off, you will see it, you will see them crumble. They go work out the term. I'll tell you that much. If Ashdid Mohammed is extradited before this term is finished, the Win MPs will work out their term. They will pretend to have this united front despite Ashdid is gone. But when it comes down to the crux of the matter, election time, you'll see them just like the AFC, wither away into nothing. Wither away into nothing. But for all the persons who feel that this is Azadine did nothing, the government is after him, and it's all made up, please, y'all need to step into reality. Y'all need to step into reality. Right? All of them persons who claim righteousness like Azadine Mohammed, they don't run from the courts. They don't run from the courts. Usually the one who's run from the courts is people who got things to hide. And you know what would be so funny? That whenever it happens and Azadine is extradited and they're presenting the case, this man can still hold out with the boxes the people got, the witness statements they got, all the evidence they got. He can tell them it's the PVP, you know. He can tell them it's the PVP. Hello. Go ahead. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah. All right, must send it there. $1 million US. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. All right, but send me the information on WhatsApp. I'm still on the live right now, right? Good. So they tell me how much you pay for the house for the Brazilian. How much you pay for the house? How much you pay for the house? The house for the girl that you and Raja Khan had the little problem over. How much you... Jesus. How much you pay for the one? We want to know. Here is $1 and $2 million respectively. Hello. Right? So if you saying that Minister Sarah Brown house is 120 million or 100 million or whatever, tell us how much you pay for the house to the Brazilian lady. I think it's your child mother or something. How much you pay for the house? I think the house is someplace in Eccles, wrong by where you have been protesting by the speaker, the big house there. How you would feel if people now go and live over the house with a drone where your son and your child mother live in? And you know what has upset me? People coming on my profile and complaining about AI photo and who troubling Asadine and left Asadine alone. And what nonsense is this? Where were y'all when Asadine and his team trolling other people, making AI photos of other people, body shaming other people? Y'all missed me with that foolishness. I will share my opinion on Asadine Mohammed until I feel I don't need to do it anymore. What nonsense is this? Y'all don't see the stuff Asadine them just be posting about people? Or is only Asadine allowed to post and talk about people? What wrong with some of y'all? Get yourself, yeah? Get yourself. So I am hoping that somebody flies the drone. No. Don't let me do that. Everybody must do the right thing. Asadine, you don't like people to fly drone over your house. I don't think you want them fly drone over the house in Eccles by the baby mother, the Brazilian, and the other girl that you and Roger can the thinking over. The house I hear was $2 million US. I hear the first one was $1 million US. Right? Y'all hear about the little boy in Wales with a stray bullet. Everything else lined up, but Asadine is still a saint. Asadine is still a saint. Y'all best wake up, buddy. For the people who are still in this Asadine Mohammed dream, y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Guys, I out here a little early today. I got a set of stuff to do. Y'all come in tomorrow and we can talk again. Thank you for being here with me this morning. Thank you guys for not subscribing to the double standards that others are. Right? And now for the first time, I'll say it before I go. It's all about peace. It's all about love. Expedite the extradite.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains.
Wait. Wait. On a point of order. Right? On a point of order. And it just clicked to me because the person who called me on the phone, they just now claimed to be a relative of Asadine Mohammed. And you ever thought how the public coming out more in support of the foolishness and nobody else but Nazar, Hannah, Dimitri, and the other sister? That's the only people. Not a cousin, not an uncle, an auntie, a chachi, a nana, nobody else. No other relative of the Mohammeds have come out and stood by and supported them. None. Think about it. Anyway, again, later.
That belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here. country. We ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.